Hey there guys, what's up? It's your buddy mikeyperion here, and I hope you have a great day because for today we are now at episode 9 of our Let's Play Minecraft 1.14.4 Hardcore series. And yes, now we have upgraded the version of this game to Minecraft 1.14.4, which has been released a couple of days ago. And also, well, yesterday Optifine already have a preview version for this version of Minecraft. Well, at least we can continue our episodes with Optifine, well, at least to be more consistent with our episodes, right? And also, well, to be honest, I feel like I cannot play Minecraft without Optifine. Well, somehow, well, it's kind of boring without the Optifine. But anyway, so, well, from the last episode, I also mentioned that we are going to take a break from building episodes because, like I said, I feel kind of stressed out making our builds, especially that the past couple of episodes that we have done, building episodes, I mean, we have done building, a lot of them are actually complicated builds, especially that we have to do symmetry, that we have to precisely copy, you know, one design from one side to another, especially sometimes we also need to flip them, so which is kind of stressful for me. And also, of course, we have to think about a lot of things to consider that, you know, I mean, like I said, we have to be precise on the blocks that we're placing, right? But anyway, so two things for this episode. So first, we are going to do some shulker run or end busting. Of course, we're gonna try to collect some shulker shells, so at least we can have something to use for remote storage for our materials, for our builds in the future. And also, I believe it's also the time for us to conquer the ocean monument because, well, we need the supplies of course, the sea lanterns, and as well as for us to have a more efficient XP farm, so at least we can mend our tools much faster, and as well as, of course, whenever we needed some XPs, of course, we can easily get them, right? And also, well, I guess this is already the fourth time that we are going to conquer an ocean monument, and probably, of course, well, that's actually for the recorded episodes for, I mean, here in YouTube, but actually this is already the fifth ocean monument that I'm gonna conquer in my entire life. Well, so hopefully we can still survive this. Of course, this is a hardcore episodes. If we died in these adventures, we already got to end this series, right? Of course, it's gonna be a next season if we died on this episode. But anyways, of course, let's hope for the best. And also, well, I have to mention that I'm also gonna say the tentative schedule later on, so probably we're gonna have some sort of like chatty segment for this, I mean, while we're doing our adventures. So probably, of course, we're gonna do a time-lapse chat later on. But of course, for now, let's get into the end, and as well as, of course, let's start our adventure. And of course, guys, I'll meet you over there. And now we're back here in the end. Of course, the first time we went here is the time we have defeated the Ender Dragon, and these Endermen are totally noisy though. I hope you can still hear me, guys. But anyways, of course, we need these Ender Pearls for us to make sure that we have enough supplies of this, but we can actually gather these in the other side, I mean, in the remote end cities. So basically, well, of course, we just need to make sure that we have enough supplies of these Ender Pearls because, of course, we're gonna need a lot of these later on. At least we can make our job much easier conquering the ocean, I mean, not the ocean monument, but the end cities. So, well, we also got a bunch full of these rockets, which we have crafted earlier. So now I guess we already have prepped up decently for this adventure, and especially that this is gonna be very risky, right? So, well, what I'm planning is to gather at least a stack, well, at least a stack of shulker shells. I guess 32 shulker boxes will do for us to, you know, to have a proper storage whenever we do our builds in remote areas, and especially that we are going to plan to build a city and probably some more cities in the future if we have survived enough for this game. So now let's get to the other side of this end, the end. So let's get our Ender Pearl and let's try to get over there. And yeah, well, so basically, I think we have went south. I think this is south, I guess, if I can remember it correctly. Yes, so this is south. So basically, now I guess it's time to go north because we already have been to south. But anyways, of course, well, let's get into this adventure. Oh well, here's our first end city for the Shulker run, and I guess this is not that big though, but I guess, well, this is fine, so at least we can already started gathering some Shulkers. But anyway, so well, let's conquer this end city. And this one took us a minute. Well, only a minute, I think. But yeah, this is actually a very small end cities. I think there's one more shulker hiding somewhere because I think he has teleported somewhere else here. Probably outside this wall. So let's check it out. I think he's in the roof though. Let's try to get into the roof, so let's check it out. So probably because what I observed about the generation of this end city, probably there's gonna be a nearby end city. Well, most of the time they are actually in clusters, so probably we can easily find the next end city here, and there he goes. So well, but anyway, so well, let's find another end city. Not so distant from where we came from, we found another end city right over here, but this is still a small end city though. I mean, oh come on, we're trying to collect some end shulkers, but we keep on finding these smaller end cities. But anyways, of course, you have to raid this. At least, well, we can already, have some more shulkers. But anyway, so well, let's do this. And so this second end city is now done. So we already have raided 2 end cities, but those, I mean, these are very small end cities, and hopefully the next one that we can find is a bigger one, so at least we can gather some more shulkers, right? But anyway, so well, probably let's try to go east. I guess we already have stretched to the north, so now I guess it's time to do some, change in direction. But anyway, so well, hopefully that we can find a bigger end city over there, and well, hopefully, right? And finally for our third end city, we got this, at least it's a bigger one, right? And we got a ship right over here. So at least, well, actually we don't need extra elytras because once we have died or lose our elytra, we don't need to get another one, right? But anyway, so let's try to get this elytra and hopefully, well, oh, come on. Open up. I'm really excited to conquer these and cities. So basically, of course, let's get these. And yeah, so this is basically our third elytra. And yeah, the loot is mad though. But anyways, of course, well, let's try to conquer this ship. And probably after this, we'll also gonna conquer or the main end city, and probably I think that's also the best time for us to start a time-lapse chat. But anyways, of course, let me also try to fix up our stuff, and of course, well, let's also try to conquer the next end city. And from this ship, we can actually spot another big end city right over there. Although I think that's a big end city because it's pretty tall. Although it's not fully rendered though. But I guess, well, this is already the best time for us to start the time-lapse chat since we got 2 end cities. So I think this time or this recording will be enough for our, chatty segment of this episode. So let's try to grab this souvenir. This dragon head carefully. Hopefully will not fall, right? And there you go. Well, so I guess, well, we're gonna conquer 2 of these end cities in the form of a time-lapse chat. And well, of course, like I said, we're gonna announce our new schedule. But anyway, so well, let's get this done. So for this time, chat, I want to talk about our tentative schedule of our programs for the next couple of months, and for the longest time, hopefully we can comply with this one, right? And probably we will, of course. Well, this is gonna be a more flexible program schedule. So the plan is that we are going to have the programs on rotation. So basically, we're gonna have some sort of like sequence of programs that we're gonna publish probably every week or every week and a half. So well, first part of the program is going to be, of course, our Let's Play Hardcore series for as long as we're surviving in this game. So basically, we're gonna continue the Hardcore series just in case we died in the game. Well, probably we're just gonna move on the next season of this series. And then after 2 to 4 days, we are going to have our iCraft episode. So basically, of course, the 2 to 4 days will give me an ample time for me to do some recordings for those series, or for both of the hardcore series and as well as for the iCraft series. But anyways, of course, after that, after a game, 2 to 4 days, we are going to have high pixel mini games or any special episode that we can actually put in place. So basically, these special episodes can be like some sort of like tutorials or any Minecraft episode that we can think of in the future. So probably it can also be a Winecraft or some sort of like, those stuff aside from our hardcore series and as well as with iCraft. So basically, I think, most probably it will gonna be high pixel mini games for the meantime, because this is what we're actually holding on for, what we're trying to record for the next couple of months. And it's gonna be, of course, most of these are gonna be collaborative episodes in Hypixel minigames with other YouTubers that we are going to feature in our episodes. So, of course, watch out for that. And, of course, for our fellow YouTubers, check out also their channels. Most probably, Gunnar, of course, I'm also required to put their channel link in the description in every episodes that we're making in, in the Hypixel minigames, right? Well, for me, about this schedule, of course, this is gonna be the perfect schedule for me that we can actually implement in our channel. Well, like I mentioned during our channel update, during the last channel update, I am gonna be start working again in the corporate role. Well, no definite work yet for the meantime. I mean, as of the moment, I haven't signed any employment contract yet. So, but probably, hopefully soon, we can already our regular employment already, because I'm already waiting for that. So, well, at least something that I will love to do, and of course, I will have to do this, I guess, for the rest of my life until my retirement, right? And so basically, I'm giving the buffer of 2 to 4 days between episodes. Is already, I think it's already ample for us to work and publish our episode, and especially that I'm gonna start working again. So basically, of course, I have to do my time management properly, especially that, of course, we're doing two things at the same time, right? And so, guys, for this time, of course, wish me luck. And of course, as much as possible, I will still try to maintain the quality of our contents here in our channel. And also bear with me, guys, if I'm going to reduce the frequency of the numbers of the episodes that we are going to publish soon. And I am still gonna try my best in the future, of course, to work between my job and as well as making YouTube videos. So, I think that's it for our next program schedule. So I'm gonna update our channel description in our page, so at least you guys can have some references on our schedule. But anyways, I guess that's it for this timeless chat. And of course, let's resume our adventure, right? And we already have conquered or raided 2 of these huge, and cities. But I guess we still don't have enough of these shulker shells that we're actually planning to get. So we're trying to collect at least a stack of these shulker shells. So, let's check it out. Where's our shulker shell? Yeah, here. Okay, so we still only got 40, so definitely we still need to gather some more. So basically, we also need to look for more end cities, but probably I'm just gonna do that off cam. And I think I'm just gonna be back after we have collected a stack of the shulker shells. So at least, that's actually our mission, right? But anyway, so let's try to find some more end cities and collect some more shulker shells. And I'll be back. So after 4 more end cities and an hour of the shulker run, we are able to gather 5 of these elytras, and as well as a stack and a half, more than a stack and a half of the shulker shells, which is actually more than what we actually expected to gather. But anyways, of course, this is actually a very bountiful, journey or adventure here in the end. So basically, we have gathered a lot of loot with this adventure. But anyways, of course, we're done here. We're done here. So now it's time to move on to our next adventure, which is, of course, we are going to conquer the ocean monument. But first, of course, we still need to go back to our base to prep up for that. But anyways, of course, well, let's get back to our base. And so I believe this is going to be the last time that we're gonna be here. So let's try to, well, get this dragon egg. So let's try to pick this up by putting a torches below it, and let's remove this block, and there we go. So yeah, next generation. So basically, of course, like I said, we are going back to our base, but probably, I think, if I can remember it correctly, we have left our horse here. So, well, probably it's not the best for us to go through the nether. Instead, we are going to try to staircase up, I think, because I cannot remember where we actually entered to this stronghold. So, well, so now let's try to go to the overworld and grab our horse. And of course, well, yeah, we're just gonna go back to our base, right? Well, on a side trip, I found this awesome looking village right over there. So, well, I probably checked that out, and there's a creeper right over there. So let's try to check that out. I think this is the first time that I've seen a village on top of an extreme hills, which is actually just adjacent to a desert. So probably that's why it has generated a desert village on top of these extreme hills, because it's just adjacent to this one. So, well, this is kind of awesome looking, right? I mean, especially it got like, 2 towers. But yeah, well, although this is just a side trip for these adventures, so at least, well, we can actually see some awesome things around. But yeah, so this is actually the first time that I've seen a village on top of an extreme hill, and well, yeah, this is looking awesome, right? And finally, we're back home. Well, home sweet home. And yes, well, so far, here's our base. This is how it looks like. And of course, well, off cam, I'm actually working on the second bridge right over here, this curved bridge, which is actually, we're gonna try to have the similar design as much as possible, although this bridge is actually on a different form. And probably, of course, I'm just gonna do this off cam. And well, I totally forgot that the pen for our horse is actually over there. But anyway, so well, I guess we'll just gonna attach our horse to a lead right over on this side. Hopefully he will not go anywhere. Well, I think the bug for the leads has already been fixed, because most of the time, I mean, the horse can get away even without the lead. I think so. But anyways, of course, from the last episode, we have done our bridge out over here, which has a Venetian style of architecture, which is also looking pretty awesome, right? I mean, this is somehow a very spectacular build for a bridge, and I also have done this terraforming on the side, so at least we can already have this bridge connected to this mainland right over here, to this island. Actually, this is not actually the mainland. So, well, the mainland is actually on the other side, but so far, here's how it looks like, and I'm totally happy on what we have accomplished here. So, like I said, well, on this side right over here, we got this curved bridge is still unfinished, so probably I'm just gonna do this off cam, because, well, actually, it's kind of similar design on what we have accomplished on the other side. So basically, of course, this is gonna be somehow different, because this is on a different form. So now, well, it's time to move on to our next adventure. So of course, we still need to prep up for conquering the ocean monument. Probably we're just gonna brew some potions, a water breathing potion and some strength potions. So, well, let me just do that, and I'll be back. And so I guess we're ready to conquer that ocean monument right over there, because, well, this is actually the best ocean monument that we could ever get in this world, because this is actually the nearest one, which is only 500 blocks away from our base. So practically, well, this is the, the best one to conquer, right? But although we got a couple more ocean monument around, because we're actually in ocean biome, should I say. So let's try to camp here. So let's put our stuff here. So basically, I already have prep up the potions, and as well as these TNTs, this redstone block, and some cobblestone blocks. So let's grab some of these potions, and let's fix these tools. Practically, we don't need this. So now let's grab probably a single of these potions. So now let's try to conquer this ocean monument, and well, let's do this. And we're mission accomplished, right? So basically, of course, like I said, this is actually already the 5th ocean monument that we have conquered in our entire life. So basically, of course, this is already the 5th time, and it's a success, should I say. But anyways, of course, we have done quite a lot for this adventure, for this episode, and well. But anyways, of course, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment, please leave a like, and make sure to subscribe. This has been Mikey Perion, and I'll see you guys next time.